In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. The intent for this Sunday, the wealth of the Spirit, and it also being a Divine Mercy Sunday, I think is a nice coming together, a nice synchronicity, because it's really how one receives the wealth of the Spirit through divine mercy. And divine mercy might also be called divine grace. And it's really that place where we begin to find in ourselves that we begin to have confidence in our spiritual divine self, and also all the divine that surrounds us. This is, I think, what the divine wealth is all about. I think Jesus states it most plainly in the Gospel of Thomas. I marvel at how this great wealth, this great treasure, has found its place in this poverty. And we can see it in our culture too. Everybody is really suffering from an emptiness, a spiritual emptiness, and it's divine mercy that driving to fill that emptiness. And it's there's a lot of obstacles, that to it, in our psyches, in our bodies, all of these things obstruct this flow. But I think it's really helpful to relate this to maybe a larger scheme. And so one of the sort of metaphoristic stories that I like to amplify this is that of Muriani Kabbalah. The other thing I like about it is it emphasizes the feminine presence of God in the world. So it goes like this. There was the creation came from this like unknowable, actually called the nothing, Ein, and then it's Ein Sof, which means without limit, no limit. So there's nothing, no limit, and then it's Ein Sof Or, limitless light, light with no limit. And in order to have creation, it needed to be sort of like a vacuum for it to flow into. And the first, and then from that, were like 10 vessels, the 10 spheres on the tree of life, and the light came in like a lightning flash, and the first creation had an excess of mercy, and it couldn't hold the light. It just came through and just dissipated. And the second one, so that one had an excess of mercy. The second one had an excess of severity. And then the vessels were so rigid and so brittle that when the light came down, they shattered. They shattered and fell down, trapping some of the light with it. And this was the light of the Shekinah. This was the feminine. This was the fallen Sophia, and then the third creation was that of the balanced energy, the balanced spheres, and it held the energies and spilled over from one to the other and created this world. But yet we have this light, all of light, and this is pretty much where we exist in some fashion. And it's the fallen feminine, so our goal is to restore that light. And there's so many stories about this. Another one that I think is very meaningful is that from the Egyptian mysteries of Isis and Osiris. I said Isis, because that's really how her name would have been pronounced. And then we don't confuse it with other names. So Isis and Osiris. And, you know, Osiris was fragmented in all these various parts. And in the Kabbalah, it's the fragments of life of the first human being, Adam Kadmon, and neither male nor female and both. and so restoring, recollecting the pieces of Osiris was Isis. And she also brought him back to life with the breath. And she was this divine bird, her wings brought him back to life. And so this is the spiritual law that we have the capacity to accomplish the restoration through divine mercy. And one of the difficulties with divine mercy is feeling ourselves worthy to receive. And then I'd like to take a little quote from the Gospel of Philip. That a pearl is not cast down into the mud is no more honored than is anointed with the oil. Has its value, Father, at all times. And so it is with us. Divine mercy is being poured out on us all the time. We just need to receive it. And we don't need to receive it in some prescribed manner. That people will say, "Oh, you have to do it this way, or it's not real." No, you need to find your way and experience. And once you experience it, then you don't need to worry about what other people are doing. you know yourself. That's what gnosis is all about, is knowing for ourselves. And so may that wealth of spirit, that divine mercy, dwell in us and through us, extended throughout the entire world, for the healing of our souls and the soul of the whole world. So may the blessing of the mystery of that which hath